Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I will explain about the introduction of palm oil. Palm oil is actually came from plant, and palm oil tree was first found in West Africa, where the palm oil tree is now mostly cultivated in Indonesia and Malaysia, which the world's largest producing palm oil nations. And the first commercial scale plantations in Malaysia was founded in 1917 and established in Tanah Estate in Selangor. So the cultivation of palm oil has increased at a fast pace in the early 1980s under the government's agricultural diversification program, which they introduced to reduce the country's economic dependence on rubber and tin. Every year, they have done the research and innovation, which they adding a new job to the Malaysian employment while significant investment in the development of new downstream sector that can harnessing palm oil biomass. So the palm oil has increased the economics in Malaysia since 1960s until now.
Arif, I'm going to talk about analyze. In the year 2000, the value of palm oil export was RM 9,948 million in the year 2000. There was no record of growth rate for year 2000. In year 2001, the growth rate was 6.43%. This is because to higher yield in the key producing countries. In year 2002, the growth rate was 42.18%, a little more than the previous year. This is because to positive market sentiment. In year 2003, the value of palm oil increased. The growth rate was 35.59%, a little smaller than the previous year. In year 2004, the value of palm oil decreased. The growth rate for this year also decreased to negative 1.78%. The decrease due to acute labor shortage in the palm oil industry. In year 2005, the value of palm oil export decreased by 22 million. The growth rate become negative 0.11%. In year 2006, Malaysia struggling a lot to increase the value of palm oil export. The growth rate for year 2006 was 13.29%.
In 2007, the growth rate was 43.88%, a lot higher than in 2006. This big increase was due to the quality of the palm oil that was improved by the industry workers. In 2008, the growth rate was recorded at 44.14%, which is a little higher than 2007. This growth rate was due to the increase of manpower and lands in Malaysia from the palm oil industry. However, the increase did not long last as Malaysia recorded that in 2009, the growth rate lowered to negative 21.83%. Malaysia recorded that the value of palm oil export for 2010 was 45,322 million. The growth rate for this year increased to 23.23%. The export value of palm oil in 2011 is 60,993 million, and the value decreased to 53,607 million in the year 2012. Therefore, the growth rate of palm oil export in 2012 is negative 12.11%. The export value of palm oil in 2013 is 42,628 million, and the growth rate of palm oil export was negative 20.48%. It showed the highest negative growth rate of export palm oil from 2000 to 2020. This is because Indonesia palm oil production has been in the state of explosive growth, and the growth rate has accelerated significantly from 2010 to 2015.
The export value of plant oil in 2014 is increased to 428,009 million ringgit Malaysia. It because of the announcement of the fiscal budget for 2014. In the year 2015, the economic turmoil caused the export value of plant oil in Malaysia decrease. Here, we also can see that the export value increased in 2016 and 2017. The reason is currency devaluation. Value of Malaysia ringgit is decreased and cost export of Malaysia increased. In 2018, unstable politics in Malaysia had affected the export value of plant oil. In 2019, Malaysia involved in the Belt and Road Initiative and it affected the export of Malaysia. Last, the export value of plant oil in 2020 is shown as 274,050 million ringgit Malaysia.
3.0 Conclusion and Suggestion. In conclusion, palm oil is derived from a plant which is palm oil plant. In the year 1960, the government introduced land settlement schemes for planting palm oil tree as a means to eradicate poverty from landless farmers and smallholders. Our study was conducted to identify the export value of palm oil and the growth rate of palm oil export from 2000 to 2020. Throughout this study, our group found that the export value of palm oil and the growth rate of palm oil export in Malaysia from 2000 to 2020 are inconsistent. The value of palm oil export was M9948 million in 2000. It is the lowest export value of palm oil from 2000 to 2020. Amongst this year, 2011 is the year with the most export value of palm oil, which is RM60993 million in 2008. The growth rate that was recorded for this year was 44.14%, and it is the largest growth rate of palm oil export from 2000 to 2020. The growth rate was due to the increase of manpower and lands in Malaysia from the palm oil industry and the high demand for palm oil products. The suggestion to increase Malaysian palm oil export that we can conclude based on the finding in the analysis is to increase the production of palm oil by the increase in market areas. In addition, the quality of palm oil must improve by the industry workers. Another suggestion is the government improve the level of sustainability, including the recycling of waste palm oil material. Thank you.